good. That will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
That's just to know your darkness, but choose your light. And there is no better way than knowing that darkness in this is. So, one person. This is connected to that picture that I was talking about earlier. To know your darkness, but choose your light. Somebody saying in the commentary. Again, like I was talking about earlier. So, this person is just dividing things. This person is just dividing things, and there is this. See how many hearts and how many stuff it has, because people believe in this thing that those sides, they are divided, the dark forces and the light forces. There is no there is no stuff like that. Everything is connected. Both the so-called light side and both the dark side, they make us, they create us. At the base of the fire of creation, the so-called the fire of creation, of souls, of beings, of entities, of humans, of everything that lies beneath matter and immatter and gray matter and everything else you call it. At the base of it, there is this power of creation. That power of creation is made and created itself based on the light side and also the dark side. So we don't have only just this or only just that. This is just a tool to divide people, created by religions, to try and divide, to use the old stuff, like divide and conquer stuff. So there isn't like only this or only that. Okay, so we also have, I don't deny that, because like I said, we live in a multi-dimensional, multi-spectral, infinite, paradoxical universe, and everything connects itself. And even though we have like this sphere of things that is creating everything, there is also those things that could be like possibilities of what could be. So we also have those other sides to it. There is always sides and sides to things that are happening, to things that exist. Like I said, people shouldn't fall into this illusory thing that only light or I don't know, only dark exists or anything like that, or like hell or heaven exists or stuff like that. There isn't just like that. Things aren't just like that. Things aren't like simple or easy or even too complex. Things are just the way they are, but there is never like a truth to it, or an result to it. People are always trying to find. Hello, Clepsy. My husband. There is always sorry, I've been. There is always like those things that are happening as well. So we also have those sides, but there is never a final truth to it or an absolute truth to it. And those that are serving an absolute truth to people are just lying to them. Because when one person finds an ultimate and an absolute truth, then that's how things ends, because that's how things ends. And how things are beginning with understanding that there is no absolute truth, there is no ultimatum truth or a final perspective on things. There is always this infinite, this result to this equation that will just pop you back from where you have started, from the beginning. You know, there is this thing. I forgot its name. What is called with that snake that was eating its own tail. And so there is this infinite, this form of completion, but at the same time incompletion that just continues at just like that. Sorry, I forgot his name. So there is this sense that people have this limitation that they are imposing on themselves, like that things are divided. But that's just an illusory thing that the society and all of those, they are creating just to divide and just to destroy others and to not stay united. Because if they stay united and if they realize what they're happening, then things are going to come up and people are going to realize, and they're going to realize like how controlled the society was always, and how things have always been and controlled and subjugated and all of that kind of stuff. And then people will just rise up and stay united, realizing that, you know, all of this is real, all of this is connected. There is no dark or light, but those things are just put together, and they create each other, they complete each other. All of those and the rest of it is just an illusion, because even the illusion makes part of the non-illusion, if that makes sense what I'm trying to say. It completes itself. There isn't only this or only that. There are sides and sides, but I wonder if people in generally speaking will someday realize how things they come together and not divided, not separated, but completing each other, and not in an ultimate truth, but an absolute truth, but a continuation and the start of it. And that's how the infinite and the release of it will start, and that's how people will actually release themselves and actually open themselves to this whole infinite, to this whole worlds that are happening at the same time, those whole like anomalies that are happening. There are so many things that people still need to discover, but if they limit themselves to only this or only just that, or just an ultimate absolute truth, people will just forget or actually not pay enough attention to what is actually going on. And then I'm going to move on